Hello, hello. All right, welcome back. All right, Taurians, let's go ahead and we're going to jump on into what Taurus doesn't see coming. And I feel like for you guys, I want to go ahead and start with a message from the ancestors. This is interact and relate, community, family, and tradition. So, first off, the thing that kind of I'll say governs this or the presiding energy around this that Taurus doesn't see coming is they could really start to feel way more bonded to their family, their ancestors, their community. There could be a really wonderful, either an unexpected relative comes to visit or an unexpected rekindling of, that feeling of closeness and community. Sometimes we're really surprised, even that it's so good to spend time with the people that we care about. And it's like, wow, that was such a nice visit. That was so meaningful. I so needed to talk to them. We'll hang on to that idea, but now let's keep working on this. Okay, so oh gosh, okay, 5 of Pentacles. I said, what does Taurus not see coming? Taurus may be getting a message or a visit from maybe a family member who's going through a difficult time, or someone who, when I say family, I have a different vision of family. Family for me is anyone that I pick up along the way in life that is near and dear to me. I don't care if they're blood relatives or not. And lots of times blood relatives are not close at all, So I think family is who we kind of choose. That's how I describe it. So I'm going to keep that really broad as I say. What Taurus doesn't see coming is we could have an individual who's going to go through a tough time. This could be somebody that Taurus would never expect to hear from. This could be somebody that doesn't like to share their problems and troubles and turmoil with anyone. Let me take a look at this because they like to hide that. Maybe they've had a big old mansion and maybe they're about to lose their big old mansion. You have a 6 of Pentacles. This is somebody who does experience a loss, or maybe they're just really lonely. It looks like they got their life all put together, and in fact, they're desperately lonely. This is somebody who feels closer to Taurus than anybody else, maybe in their entire life. Bradley Fair, great to see you. This feels like a character who maybe it's Taurus's rich cousin, who's always seemed like their life is so picture perfect. And then come to find out, they're like, I've never been so freaking lonely. Yeah, I got a mansion. I don't even have any friends though. I have gardeners and maids and all the people that work for me, but I don't have community. This feels like somebody who is very wealthy and desperately lonely. This could be a lover or a potential lover, or this could be completely unrelated and it's all family related instead. We've got the Tower sideways. We've got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is going to come as a big shocker to this Taurus. They would not expect this from this particular person, somebody who opens up and drops 50% of their ego anyway. This could be a stunner because Taurus is like, okay, why are they telling me all this? Why are they? Let's ask that question. Why are you feeling so close to Taurus? Like Taurus is the one person on earth you can open up to and that you want to reach out to. 7 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Because Taurus can see right through this person. This is starting to feel like an ex. This is starting to feel like somebody that Taurus knows this person. They can tell when this person's lying. This could be that Taurus briefly dated, or there was the potential of dating, and this person, they could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, but they are someone that Taurus was like, wow, I mean, I know you seem to be really well off. Maybe you like to flash your money. Maybe it's all about status. But when I look at this person, what I see is somebody who is lonely, somebody who lies about how perfect everything is. Taurus was not swayed by their money, their prestige. Taurus was not intimidated. Taurus is like, it doesn't matter how this person dresses or walks or talks, or, if they are a member of the right clubs or whatever it is. Taurus can see through this person like with X-ray vision. That's why Taurus is the one person that they want to talk to, because Taurus is also, I think, pretty non-judgmental, even though that sounds super judgmental, because they can make the judgment call, but it's not like they're judging this person for it. But I think Taurus is like, yeah, I'm super confident and real and humble. Yeah, I'm in my green dress and it's got dog fur all over it because I love my dog and I could care less if there's dog fur on me. And I love being out in my garden. I don't need big expensive things. I like what I've created. I'm content in my environment. I truly don't feel like I have to pit myself against the Joneses. I think Taurus's energy was so refreshing for this person because Taurus is not putting on airs. Taurus is not wowed by their mansion, their money, their whatever they have. Taurus doesn't care if this person has a lot of stuff or not. They don't care about this person's status because Taurus themselves is whole. And Taurus can see right through them. Taurus must have said something pretty blunt to them once upon a time in the past. Um, it's funny. I start out by saying sometimes I think family is just like whoever we pick up in this world. And then I was like, I can't tell if this is family at first or if this is about a romantic person. I believe the reason it's been a blurry lines is because I'm thinking that this character, who may have a lot of money but nobody close to them, who has met Taurus and known that Taurus feels more like family, more like they belong with Taurus than anybody else they've ever met. And that's why it could be romance and the family oriented. Like I finally felt like I could connect to somebody because Taurus was real with me. They didn't care about my money. I don't have to put up a front. I can be honest. I can tell them, it's tough when even if you do have money, but you don't have real friends around you. We have a Queen of Cups sideways. We have the Nine of Cups upright. I feel like whoever this person is, they maybe repetitiously have gotten themselves into relationships with individuals that are just karmic or 50% karmic. It's like, yeah, I think they would like me and stay with me only so long as I have money or as long as they want me because of, whatever my status is. And that's why my relationships always feel so freaking lonely. I think that this person has decided to either be single because they kept having relationships where they felt single anyway because they didn't feel a bond to anybody. How did they meet Taurus? It's almost like Taurus somehow like made an impression on them. We have a Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I don't know in what environment they met Taurus, but it could have been work related. It could have been they randomly bumped into Taurus in a park and chit chatted. It could have been at the gym. Maybe Taurus does something, I know it's very specific, but like they play lacrosse, or maybe they were doing like a martial arts class or something. And it was just brief. They didn't spend a lot of time with Taurus, but for some reason they knew that Taurus was like not impressed, not wowed, not really caring about their stuff, their money. And they felt more like sincerity coming from Taurus. No wonder Taurus isn't going to see this person coming toward them, because I don't know that they made a huge impression on Taurus other than, wow, that person seems like they hide an awful lot that's pretty much hidden in plain sight. It's really easy to spot that you're deeply lonely. I just... Ten of Wands in the reverse. I do think that Taurus is like, this person has got baggage for days, man. They got like full on steamer trunks of baggage. They got, I mean, not to be rude, but they may have like a mother wound. They may have the need to feel loved, the need to belong somewhere. I'm wondering if this is somebody who is, they come across as, they always wear expensive clothes, fancy this, fancy that, the trendiest of this and that. And Taurus is just like, it's too bad they can't buy themselves a sense of peace and healing, because man, that's what they're really craving. I can see like they wear their loneliness like how does nobody else see this but me? I think that's about as far as Taurus thinks about this person. And I don't expect that Taurus was like imagining that they were going to have any more communication with this person. I think this is somebody where Taurus made a big impression on them. They just simply were like oozing energy, and Taurus was like, wow, they are a wounded soul. They're a lonely, rich boy. And then Taurus just kind of shrugged it off like, oh, I hope they figured that out. How are they going to be approaching Taurus? Because they are coming to Taurus maybe with I don't know, it could be with a false, like, hey, I'd like to hire you. And Taurus is like, I don't know why you think I would want to work for you. I wasn't looking for a job. I don't know though. We have, this is Year of the Snake that we're moving into as of January the 29th. And we got the Serpent here on this Death card. And we got this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe not. Maybe they do want to go ahead and be more open and like say that they want to shed an old lifestyle. There is something, I don't know if meeting Taurus, that like that activated their pineal gland. You see that, you know, like right there, that third eye is like kind of ground into the bone. Meeting Taurus really made them want to change what they've been doing. I do think they've been single. I think that they broke up with somebody after having met Taurus, even though this was not about a romance at first between themselves and Taurus. I mean, maybe it was like a single go out and have drinks, and Taurus was just like, wow, this person's, they got a lot of stuff that they need to work through. Holy smokes. They're kind of clinging to shallow stuff without realizing that that's what's making them so freaking miserable. I kind of feel like Taurus just like read them really, really well and wasn't shy about admitting it. And that stayed with them. This person wants to shed exactly what, because Taurus hit the nail on the head. They would like to shed the old skin. They would like to do things different. So they may not be asking Taurus, hey, will you come work for me under this guise of just getting close to Taurus? They might be saying, could you be my life coach? And P.S., could I date you? Or some kind of like, I do think that they're humble enough at this point, or 50% humble enough, right? We had that Tower card sideways. This person still has some ego stuff, but they're humble enough to say, I don't know, I met you, Taurus, and you impressed me. There's something about you, the way you do things. You woke me up. I feel like they would like to spend time with Taurus. Whether it's just, can we sit down and talk sometimes? That might be the way they begin. I think they know Taurus is like good for them. They want to be around Taurus. They want to kind of figure out, how does Taurus feel so content? How do they come across as somebody so real? 9 of Pentacles. Look, if Taurus is single and they are single, I think that they're trying to argue, you know, why couldn't we spend time together? But interestingly enough, what they're really seeking is like, I guess I'll still use the word community. They want to feel close to somebody. When they're in that space of like hunger, maybe this is not the best time to consider them as a romantic option. I'll not even saying that Taurus was considering them as a romantic option, but what they want is to be like, they're trying to express that they feel close to Taurus and they'd like to actually spend time with one person on earth that they feel comfortable with. And it happens to be Taurus. We have the Divine Masculine, which in this deck, this is our Emperor. And then we have the Liberation card, which is the Judgment card. I keep feeling like I do think that they have designs on being with Taurus. They have a plan that maybe they can be a match for Taurus. That maybe Taurus will look at them in a different light. If they ever did have one single little date with Taurus and it really didn't go well, they'd like another chance. But it's more than that. They really want to develop themselves, and they feel like being around Taurus is the way to do it. I can see why Taurus would not expect this. What is this person gravitating toward Taurus? We'll say it that way. Hi, everyone. Great to see you guys. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is... it can be confusion. It can be options. It can be somebody like looking at a calendar. It can be somebody trying to figure this out. They may be checking a lunar calendar. We actually have all of these alchemical symbols. But I'm feeling like they are like contemplating nonstop right now. And it's like, we are having a lot of planetary alignments that are kind of unusual. I think on like January 21st, I think there's like 5 planets in alignment. And then shortly after that, we'll have 7 in perfect alignment. It's kind of rare. So I'm wondering if there's like a moment in time where they're looking for like, when will everything click? With the 9 of Cups in the reverse. I hate to say it this way, but in the beginning, we saw that this person seems to be like wanting to run away from their mansion because it's so damn lonely. And I almost said at the beginning, I was like, I don't know, somebody's going to drunk dial on a particularly lonely afternoon or nighttime during a snowstorm or a lightning storm or something, and they can't bear to be alone in their big luxurious surroundings anymore. And I almost think that that might be it. Like they keep thinking, when should I reach out? I don't know. Is this the right time? I don't know. I probably shouldn't. And then they hit like a rock bottom moment where it's like, I'm just so unhappy. I want to talk to somebody that I feel connected to, somebody that makes me feel better when I'm around them. So they might either do a drunk dial, or they might, kind of show up. I'm picturing somebody kind of like bedraggled and sopping wet, kind of like a stray cat that shows up on your front porch, one night in a storm, and then they end up being your cat. It kind of feels like that. I mean, Taurus doesn't have to take this person in, so to speak. But let's just ask, universe, is there a message for Taurus on this one? A very different storyline. I haven't seen one like this. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the King of Cups. The message for Taurus is this could be, oh, there's a song trying to bust into my head right now. I think it's just the one segment of the song by The Weeknd, Call Out My Name, because it's something about like, and I helped you out of a broken place. I gave you comfort, but falling for you was a big mistake. It kind of says that if Taurus chooses to let this person in, just to be mindful, this person might not stay a long time. They might fall in love with Taurus, but it could be brief, because it all depends on to what depth of transformation do they really want to go. Saying that they want to transform with the Death card, saying that they want to finally feel like they have community around them, but coming in a broken energy, they might come in to get patched up, and Taurus might be their hospital, and they may love Taurus and be attracted to Taurus and all those things. But they may not really be the person that Taurus either wants to shack up with long term, or this person may not have long term staying capacity. So that's one potential. On the other hand, this person could turn out to be a wonderful, warm-hearted, loving, and generous person who's never had somebody to really bond with before and give to. Taurus has to keep eyes wide open, because there's no telling which side of the coin it's going to land on. If Taurus is going to help this person out, give this person some of their energy, they know that they got a wild card. The same way, you can see a bedraggled little cat in the middle of a storm who winds up on your front porch, and you give it food and you pet it, and they stick around for 3 days, and they, feel safe, and then they split and you never see them again because they moved on, or they become your house cat. Which is it going to be? You don't know, but you give them food anyway, because it's a cat in need. This is a person in need, and it just says whatever might happen. Taurus can't really tell what the outcome is going to be, but they came to Taurus because they feel like Taurus is an amazing person who they feel a connection to. And I kind of think that the connection is real on their part, whether or not they're mature enough to actually offer something of great value in return to Taurus, or maybe they're just coming in because they need a patch up. They need a plate of cat food and to be dry. It could go either way, but it just says for Taurus to be eyes wide open about this, not to expect that they're really going to be offering a whole lot in return, because Taurus might not get a whole lot back from them. On the other hand, they could, but that remains to be seen. So, you know how they always say, don't ever loan somebody money if you need it back, because you pretty much have to just assume that you're giving money to somebody. Don't loan stuff that you can't afford to have returned to you, because I don't think I've ever had anybody return anything to me ever. Even like I love books, and I don't like, I've loaned textbooks, and I always kept all my textbooks. And I would always have somebody, because I would actually buy mine. And so, the next incoming class would be like, oh, can I borrow yours? And I'd be like, well, you can borrow it, but I really want it back. Like, I keep my textbooks. Oh, yeah. And I never saw any of them back. And it just sucked, because I actually wanted to keep the books because I read that whole damn thing. That's good information in there. But you don't loan stuff that you can't afford to do without, which I guess I could afford to do without those. But on the other hand, this says Taurus can't get overly invested in this person or more invested than what they can afford to lose, because who knows how this person will actually eventually evolve. So giving to somebody is amazing, but just knowing you may not get something back and then determining how much to give. And, you know, just being patient and seeing how things go is kind of the message to Taurus on this. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Good to see you. D-Rod, Happy New Year to you also, honey. Alejandro, great to see you tonight. Tim O'Donnell, it's my pleasure. Thanks for popping by. Hi, Rafa. Namaste, darling. Jojo85, good to see you. Hi, Pammer. Are you freezing in Florida? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I always think of Florida as being so warm and citrusy. So I'm sorry that you guys are so cold tonight. It's always cold where I'm at. So Atala, hi, honey. Bradley Bear, thank you again. So good to see you. All right, you guys, lots of love. I'll see you guys again in just a bit. I still need to do an ophiuchus video, and then I'll be over on Tarot Dog tonight as well. My pleasure, Dee. Thank you for being here, beauty. Bye for now.